I recently built the fastest Mini ATX Gaming PC of 2025 inside the Shiki FF07 case. And now I'm going to be building the fastest Micro ATX PC of 2025. Let's begin. Can your web browser do this? Make me a 2D platform game where I have to dodge oncoming projectiles and survive to finish the level. I just told my web browser to create a game, but that's just one of the cool things you could do with Opera Neon. In addition to built-in features like AdBlock and VPN, you now get a full AI suite. With Neon's tasks, you can dedicate workspace to each project that you're working on. You can open up multiple new tasks on the browser, and within each task, you can open up multiple tabs. Like for example, if I'm looking to buy a gaming keyboard, but I don't know which one to buy, I can simply open up 10 different tabs of gaming keyboards and then go to Neon Do and ask, look through all the open tabs on Amazon and tell me which keyboard is the best for competitive gaming. It'll instantly look through all the tabs, scan through the reviews, and pull up relevant information to determine which keyboard is the best. And with Neon Chat, it will act as your personal assistant, answering any questions you have or have it complete small tasks like summarizing lengthy articles. Agentic browsing starts here, you guys. Join the early access waitlist for Opera Neon by clicking the link down below. It's no surprise, like usual, we're going with the fastest consumer-grade AM5 chip in the market for both gaming and productivity, the Ryzen 9 9950X 3D. Since this is a Micro ATX build, we're going with a Micro ATX motherboard, just so we can fill up all the extra space inside the case. Last time I went with a Mini ATX motherboard in a Micro ATX case, and it came out looking horrific, so I've learned my lesson. So always maximize the space with the correct size motherboard. Unfortunately, Asus doesn't carry any Strix Micro ATX motherboards, so I had to go with the next best option, which is the Tough Gaming lineup. Specifically, the Tough Gaming B850M Plus Wi-Fi. Since this is going to be both a gaming and productivity PC, we're going to be tossing in a 48GB kit from V-Color, running at 8,000 mega transfers per second. But the cool thing about these sticks is that it actually comes with 2 dummy kits. So we got the actual memory sticks here, and then we got 2 more dummy kits to help fill in the empty slot on the motherboard. And honestly, every single manufacturer should be doing this. They should include 2 extra dummy kits in case you're installing on a motherboard that has 4 DIMM slots. And when the time comes that you have to upgrade your memory, you can just remove the dummy kit and install your actual RAM. The craziest thing is, at the time of making this video, prices for DDR5 have skyrocketed. I think we're looking at least a 50% increase on DDR5 prices, which is pretty insane. I don't know why, but it seems like memory, specifically DDR5, have been hit the hardest compared to all the other components. And that freaking sucks, you guys, because it's gonna affect my budget PC builds on the channel. It's gonna be very difficult to do the sub 1,000 budget builds because of how expensive DDR5 is. It almost makes sense to just buy used for DDR5 instead of having to pay that ridiculous premium price. But that's America for you. For storage, we're not doing anything too crazy, just a 2TB Gen 5 NVMe drive from Corsair. We're tossing in the MP700 Pro with 12,400 megabytes per second read, which is nutty. Obviously, for the operating system, I'll be going with Windows 11 Pro, which I was able to pick up for only $23 from VIPyourCDKey.com, because who the hell wants to pay full price for a Windows key in 2025. VIP Your CD Key is the spot to pick up Microsoft Office, Windows 10, and even Windows 11 Pro CD keys for dirt cheap. Just make sure to put in the code TS20 to unlock the cheapest price, and after checking out, you have to go into the User Center section on the top right, navigate to your orders, and view the key so that you can copy and paste that into the activation settings of Windows, and you are done. Housing all the components will be the brand new Athena M4M by Gamdias. Now they do make another version with the wood accent panel on the bottom here, but I have enough wood as is. So I figured I would go with the all black version instead, which also comes with some subtle RGB accents in the front. Another cool feature about this case is that it comes with a fan controller in the back, so you can technically plug in up to 8 fans, and it supports both PWM and ARGB. Oh wow, the build quality is actually really nice. It definitely feels like they didn't cheap out on the paneling. Okie dokie, time to pop the motherboard inside the case. Let's do this. Oh, we actually got cutouts for BTF as well. Very nice. I love it when manufacturers put in support for BTF motherboards. It just adds more value to the case because of future expandability. Unfortunately, BTF builds aren't exactly mainstream just yet. It's more of a niche and more of a luxury, I would say, because they're way more expensive than traditional PC builds. But when they do become more popular and mainstream, it's nice that the case gives us the option to switch or upgrade. Speaking of future upgradability, the holidays are nearby. That screw is gone. As I was saying, the holidays are near, you guys. Black Friday is around the corner, then comes Christmas, and then before you know it, it's 2027. Wait, I skipped a year. It's 2026, my bad. And if you guys are struggling to buy gifts for your significant other or your friends or your siblings, why not gift them? If you guys are struggling to find a gift for... Okay, this is the third time I lost that. This can't be happening. This build doesn't want me to tell you guys the gift ideas I have. But as I was saying, you can always gift them a precision bit screwdriver kit. We actually do have one on the store that comes with 150 precision bits. It also has a robust handle and a built-in extension. But the coolest feature is that it comes with a magnetizing zone. So you can demagnetize or magnetize the tip. That way when you're installing it with screws, it doesn't fall off. I should have probably used this before. However, if electric screwdrivers are your thing, then I do recommend picking up the 60-piece kit instead. This one comes with a portable yet satisfying case. We got a built-in flashlight and 3 different torque settings. And funny enough, while recording this video, we have officially received the Amazon Choice label on our electric screwdriver kit, which is freaking incredible. But yeah, you guys can find these on our store at techsourceshop.com. Okay, cooler finally installed. It is coming together very nicely. I am loving the all black stealthy look, but now it is time to hook up the power supply. We are tossing in a Ryzen 9 with a 5090, so it makes sense to go with a 1000-watt unit. Now, technically the case can support a full ATX power supply. However, I do have an extra ROG Loki SFX laying around, so why not go with this and use the extra space left over for cable management. All right, power supply is officially hooked up, and I do want to give Gambia some extra points on giving us so much space in the back for cable management, despite the overall footprint of the case. I especially love this little compartment over here, right underneath the power supply. So this door basically swings open, and you could tuck away all the excess cables. Obviously, don't pay too much attention here because it's tucked away in the back. But I wanted to show you that cool little compartment. We also got plenty of tie-down areas towards the top, the side, and even the bottom. So whoever designed this case definitely put some thought into it. All right, ladies and gents, we're finally near the end of the build. We still have some space on the bottom of the bracket for additional cooling, so why not toss in 3 additional 120mm fans? Specifically, the Notice M1 from Gambias. And the cool thing about these fans is that the blade can be swapped. So you can switch these from intake to exhaust or vice versa. So let's go ahead and pop these in. This wouldn't be the fastest Micro ATX Gaming PC of 2025 without the fastest gaming GPU of 2025, the RTX 5090, specifically the Founders Edition. Now, originally I wanted to toss in the ROG Astral 5090 because this is easily one of my favorite 50 series cards from NVIDIA. However, it's not going to fit inside the case. Well, at least not with the fans installed on the bottom, because the case can technically fit up to a quad slot GPU, but if we install any fans on the bottom, then the biggest GPU we can fit in is a dual slot card. Hence why we're going with the Founders Edition instead. And personally for me, I do favor additional cooling as opposed to putting in a beefy GPU. So we're still gonna get the same performance, but we're gonna have much better cooling because we have triple intake fans on the bottom. And by the way, huge shout out to NVIDIA for sending a 5090 out for this build. You know what, actually, we might even be able to fit in a triple slot card and still have some space underneath. So just to show you guys, this would be the location of the triple slot card. And as you can see, there's still plenty of space underneath the GPU to where it's not starving for airflow. So you can technically fit in up to a triple slot card if you want to add intake fans on the bottom. All right, let's see what this beast can do. Finally, I died. Oh my God. I haven't played the finals in a long time, so I'm definitely a little rusty. But settings-wise, we're playing in 1440p, high settings. DLSS is enabled, however, frame gen is not enabled. $175, not bad. Nice try. Nice try. 7 kills. I haven't played this game in a while, and I'm already top killed. Let's go. This guy's got 1 kill on our team. No wonder why we're losing. I mean, performance-wise, we're doing really good. Anywhere between 160 to 180 FPS. Where are you going? Where are you going? Come here. You really thought, huh? Let's try. All right, let's bring in the big guns, baby. The main reason why we put in a 5090 inside of our PC. DLSS 4 with frame gen. 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Give it a frames, baby. 600. 600 frames per second in 1440p. Let's go, baby. Why would you fight me? This guy's name is Horny Joe Biden. If there's one thing I like about the finals, it's gotta be the usernames. Oh. Sorry, buddy. Let me wipe the floor with this trash real quick. There you go. We got it. We got it. Let's go. What are the chances of us securing the cache box after enabling frame gen? I'm just saying. Temps-wise, we're actually doing pretty good too. 73 degrees Celsius on the CPU and 67 peak on the GPU. Very impressive. Oh God, I broke everything. Oh God. I enabled frame gen and we won. What a comeback. Good game, boys. I still got it. So yeah, overall a very, very fun case to build in. I'm still surprised at how much space there is for cooling. I think adding the 3 extra intake fans in the bottom was definitely the right move because it translated to overall cooler temps inside the case. The only issue I came across while building inside the case was I noticed the fan controller wasn't exactly working properly, at least for the RGB side of things, because when I plugged in the fans and the front RGB strip into the controller, I wasn't able to change the lights. I used a motherboard software. I even used Signal RGB and it wasn't detecting any of that. So I think the RGB section or the RGB side of the controller was defective or not working properly. So unfortunately I had to disconnect it and plug it into the motherboard. And luckily the motherboard came in clutch because it had 3 5-volt RGB headers. So I was able to change the lights, as you can see here inside the case, and I had to disconnect the front RGB strip. But overall, aside from that small little annoyance, I really enjoyed building inside the case. As always, links to everything will be posted down below if you guys want to check it out. And now for a very special announcement, you guys, we are officially launching our very own posters at our store, techsourceshop.com. We are starting off with 6 designs. They're familiar designs. I'm sure you guys have seen these on our mouse pads, but we're gonna be branching out and coming out with a ton more designs very soon. And you can also upload your very own custom image because we do offer a custom option. These are super high resolution prints with sharp detail, and they will look amazing in any space or setup. And I've always been a huge fan of wall art or decor in general. And I see companies like Displate selling posters, but they're charging like almost $100. They're very expensive. So I thought, why not launch our own posters, but charge like a fraction of the price? So yeah, if you guys want to check out any of our posters, or if you want us to make you a custom one, make sure to visit our website, techsourceshop.com. Thanks for watching as always, and I will see you guys very soon in the next one.